Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I wanted to show you just the quick process of how I go through putting together a signature for the journal. This is another one of my Christmas in July journals, or Christmas in July videos. I've been doing a series. I have several shorts every single day. I've been posting on my shorts tab and also over on Instagram. So if you want to follow me on those videos, you can. But I kind of introduced what I'm working on for this challenge, and I am making a Christmas junk journal, and I'm using this really cool 1949. It's a 1949 Nightmare, not Nightmare, but The Night Before Christmas, and it has this really fun cover, very retro. So I found this paper. It is Echo Park. I'll try and link it down below, but in my last video we made the cover. It's not complete, obviously. I'll be adding a tassel, and I'm just going to be tying fabric as the tie around the whole entire thing, so that's why I didn't attach it inside. But this is what we made in the last video. So I wanted to just go ahead and show you how I put together one signature. Now I am going to do two signatures in this book. Here is the first part of the little golden book, the first section of pages. And in little golden books, they each have two signatures. And in each signature, there are one, two, and three full pages folded in half. So that's called a signature. So I'm going to do two signatures in my book. But what I do is I use the pages that are in the actual little golden book, and then I add in scrapbook paper, I add in vintage book pages, I add in this is just some shelf paper, a really cool thin plaid, and then I have vintage stationery, and I have vintage book pages, I have this magazine page, Christmas cookies, and another vintage book page. And then also I will add in lined paper, graph paper, and things like that. And I actually need to grab that because I forgot to do that. So I have a red envelope here. I also pulled a vintage coloring book page. I have some writing or manuscript paper, a ledger page, graph paper, and I have some green dyed paper. I also have red, but I'll put that in the second signature. So the next process I do is I'll go through and fold all my papers in half. Sometimes maybe in thirds as well, depending on how wide the pages are. I will have to trim some of these down so that they're the right height. But I also like them to be, they can be different widths. That doesn't bother me. And even different heights are fine too. The envelopes I usually like to tuck in the flap, and then that just makes a nice pocket, and I fold it in half. Okay, I'm using this piece of scrapbook paper as the signature cover, and I'm going to fold it in half. Actually, folding it this way because I want this side to be on the outside. I'll fold it in half, and then I'm going to fold it up this way to make a pocket, but I want it to be the length of the height of the book. So I think it was at I think we were at 8 inches. Let's see, I have, it's a little 7 7/8 inch. So I'm going to fold it up there. Do it this way. And I may trim some of this off. So go ahead and fold it. And I'm not sure if I'm going to cut it off lower or not. I may just put something here. I may sew one of the cut aparts here from the paper. Let's see. The paper collection came with these cut aparts. There's more, but just to show you what they look like. So that's my cover page. Let's see. I'm going to cut or fold the rest of my papers in half. All right, so now they're ready to cut. I use my paper trimmer and I'll just go ahead and trim them all down. Get some of this out of the way here. Kind of trim this one off a little bit. It's kind of wide. Let's see it's probably fine. Trim a little bit off that end. Have a few more pages to go. Now, I don't have an exact number that I normally put in each signature. I just kind of whatever feels right at the time. I know it's not going to help you much, but let's see. I should kind of count and kind of give you a frame of reference. All right, let's see here. I'm going to trim that a little bit. Well, we'll count them and then you'll know. Okay, so I think we've got them all here. So I start with my cover. I'm going to separate these out by plain pages or plain items and vintage pages, and maybe like extras. So like the envelope, the stationery, and the coloring book page, and then the other items here and here. So, and then I have my book pages from the actual book. So I'm going to go, I start with this, and then I always start with the first page of the book, and then I kind of alternate between all of these categories. So maybe I'll go in with this one. I'll do a book page, and then I also try and alternate like the widths of them and styles or colors or whatever. Yeah, let's see. I'll do this and then do another book page. I mean, you could count them and then say do so many of each at a certain time. I don't know, just kind of flying by the seat of my pants right now. So let's see here. Do this one and get this. Oh, maybe I'll do this. That. Those. Another vintage book page. Let's see. And I'll do the last official book page. This one and this. And the last one here, which this is kind of nice because it'll have the whole song there. So then we'll fold it up. I'll go ahead and count so you know. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Yeah, that's usually about what I do, is about 15 pages, and they're folded in half. So that's my signature. And then the next thing I would do would be to add any trims that I want to add on the side, and those I would use paper clips and clip them together, and then I would go over to my sewing machine and sew them on. So, but that's just the basic way that I put together one of my signatures. This was just a short and sweet. Next time you'll see me, I will already have my signatures sewn with the trims on them. And I'll go ahead and make the other signature, and then in the next video I will show you how I attach it into the cover make the tassel and finish it up. So hopefully you enjoyed this short little tutorial. If you're working along with me in this Christmas in July challenge, please let me know down below in the comments. Let me know what you're working on, or if you're not working on Christmas in July, maybe you're working on summer or vacations or traveling or whatever it is. I want to know. I'm always interested in what you're working on. If you want to tag me over on Instagram, you can, or if you make YouTube videos, go ahead and tag me in your video. I want to see what you're working on. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.